Welcome back, Renegades. Today we have some more gameplay with Jinbe and OP11. Match will be timestamped in the description. The deck profile will also be linked in the description as well. This is just some more gameplay matches from that video. If you're enjoying the content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel tremendously. Alright, let's get into it. Jinbe versus Kalgara. We're going to go first. The opponent chose to go second, so we're just going to play down Cammy and get Tiger, passing it over. So they got the 2 Dawn, they're going to play upper yard. So they got an L from EVO2, the 10 drop. They're going to replace it with another upper yard, just digging a little deeper for them. So they got a Shira, just passing it back. Alright, so we get the Elephant Gatlin. Let's put 3 on Cammy and pressure 5. We got that one. Alright, let's just go 5 again with Jinbe. So they're going to counter out of that one. So we're just going to ready Cammy, pass turn. Alright, they're going to play down an Ohm. They didn't find any Holly, but they had one in hand. Holy, Holly. Just going to pressure 5 with their leader. Yeah, we'll counter. Alright, back to us. We're at 5 Dawn now. Just going to go 5k into life. Take that one again. Alright, let's play down our Smoker. Pass turn, we'll just ready a Dawn. 1 on their leader. So when they swing 6k into life, they can play down a Sheldon Warrior. So they play down a Kalgara. So 6 into 5. We're going to counter out and then rest their Holly. Now their Ohm did get a 1k power boost because they're at 2 or less life. They're going to play the Gadatsu, getting rid of our Smoker, unfortunately. So Ohm coming in, 6k. Take that one. We did get a 2k blocker, or 2k counter. Alright, back to us. Another 2k. Hand's not looking good, so it's Cammy. Let's get Jinbe. We'll go 5 with our leader into Holy. Got a counter to save it. Okay. Then we'll play John our Jinbe. We're going to rest Gadatsu. Jinbe's effect here, we're going to give himself Pseudo Rush. And let's go into that 6k Ohm. So 8 into 6. Alright, we got that. Let's pass turn. Ready our Jinbe and a Dawn. Alright, they're going to play an upper yard. So they got Rocky. Is that a blocker? Yep. Can be a blocker. They're going to play down Rocky. They still have like 6 Dawn, so they're going to pressure a 5k with Holy. Yeah, we have a counter. Give them 1k. 1 Dawn on Kalgara, going 6k. Assuming they're going to use their leader effect. Yep. So they get another Kalgara vanilla down. Just going to counter out. 6 with Gadatsu into life. Yeah, that's counter. Running out of cards in hand pretty quickly. 8k into life. We're going to counter just so we can rest their blocker. We still have to take the hit though. But we want to get that blocker down so we can try to pressure. Alright, they're going to play Mont Blanc Norland, which gives them a life. Alright, so there's a couple 2ks in hand now. Not really a lot going on for our side. So Cammy, we're just going to pressure a 2k into their 1k rested blocker. Alright, so we got that off the field. Let's go 2 on leader, going 7. Just pressure life. So we get that hit. We're going to play down Tori. Oh, that's right. Not a target for Jinbe. Alright, slight misplay there. We were going to play it down and pressure a 7 in. That's alright. We're going to use our Jinbe character. Let's go after Gadatsu. 8 into 6. So it looks like they're going to counter out here. Yeah, slight misplay. Rather kept that 2k in hand. But we did get to ready a Jinbe and a Dawn at the end of turn. Alright, Kalgara coming in 5 into life. We only have a 2k and then we have our counter event. We're going to over counter here because they have all 10 open Dawn. So 6 in. We're going to counter again. Gadatsu, we have no more cards, so Gadatsu's going to hit. Not going to use a trigger on the Vagabond Drill. 8 into 5, we have to take. I got 2k. Alright, so we have 5k worth of counter now. We're going to use our counter here. Just in case. 2k. Just in case they have a 10k like rush card. We didn't want to get taken out there. So we still have the 1 life. We got some bodies to pressure back. But they still have 10 Dawn, so we'll see what they're doing with it. So they have 4 cards in hand still. They haven't used. We know they have the Enel. Shura, little searcher for him. Satoria, 2k. Alright, they're playing down Wiper. It's another searcher, I do believe. Yeah, they put their upper yard to the bottom of their deck so they can search. So we know they have a 2k. We know they have the 10 drop Enel. And they just got another upper yard. Playing down the upper yard. Let them search again. Alright, so they got Rocky, which is a 1 drop blocker. Placing. So they have a blocker. Alright, over to us. We have Fisher Tiger. We know they have a 2k and an L. We don't know what the other card is. So 6 into 5 with our Cammy. This will eat the 2k up. We know that they have. So we have a 7k. Yeah, let's just pressure 7 into life, forcing them to have. I don't think an L has any counter. Alright, so they take that one, but they still have a blocker. So let's go 8 into life with our leader. They're going to use their blocker here. And let's put our last Dawn on our Jinbe character, pressuring an 11k swing into life. And we got it. Alright, so we have Jinbe versus Purple Black Luffy. Opponent choosing to go first. We did take a mulligan here. So we got a 2k mid to late game cards. So the opponent will be going first. They get their Dawn, play down a Law Searcher, and they got Zoro. Alright, back over to us. Let's play down our Shirahoshi Searcher. Gonna use the effect here so we can get Jinbe or Tiger. Grab Tiger. Pass turn, we're just gonna ready our Shirahoshi into Dawn. Gonna play down their Zoro, doing its on play effect here for a little bit of Dawn manipulation. Alright, so they use Search Bent to get the Luffy, and then pressuring 6 into life. We're just gonna counter out. Alright, back over to us. Still not quite enough Dawn to do anything with what we have in hand. That's relevant. Let's just put 2 on leader. Pressure 7 into life here. 7 and 5. They take that hit. Let's play down another Shirahoshi. We'll use it as the effect. Try to find something. See, what do we want? We got the Gatlin, Aladdin, or Praline. Let's grab the blocker. Pass turn. I'm just going to ready some stuff. Alright, they're going to play down the new Luffy from starter deck 25, I believe. It's a pretty cool card. It gives their leader basically 7k per rotation. Pretty good. So 6 in. Let's see. Here, we're just going to counter out. We can't rest the Zoro because it gets the +1 cost, so we can only really target the Law here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll use the Law. And then Zoro's coming in for 5. That's counter. Alright, over to us. So they didn't do the Luffy thing, which is good. So let's see. We have 6 Dawn now. Let's play Jinbe. We'll give him Self. Let's see. Who do we want to rest? We can't rest anything. Alright, so we're just going to give him Self like Pseudo Rush. So we have an 8k swing into the Zoro. So we'll go 8 into 5. We do get that out of the way. Use Jinbe, get rid of Law. Just doing some board control this turn. Alright. And we just pass turn. We will ready the Jinbe and a Dawn. So we got a couple Hodies, we still got the blocker. They're going 7 in, using the effect now to give their leader +2k for rotation. 7 into 5. We're just going to use a counter here. So their leader is a 7k. They still have like 7 Dawn to work with. Alright, they're going to play down the Luffy from EBO2 with Rush coming 7 into 5. Take that hit. Now they're going to go 8 with their leader. Gotta take that one, unfortunately, as well. So back over to us. Their leader's a 7k. So let's put 3 on our Jinbe character, making it an 11k body. We'll pressure 11 into that rested 7k Luffy from EBO2. So they'll need to give us like 5k to save it. Alright, so we got that one off the board. Let's see if we can get the other one. It's going to be a 10k swing going 10 into 7. So just 4k out. Alright, so we got that one off the field as well. End of turn, we're just going to ready the Jinbe. Don't have a lot of counter power in hand. We still have 3 life. So we have 2 Hodies, we have a Smoker, a Blocker, and a couple like 1k counters. Alright, another Luffy down for them, using the effect, making their leader a 7k, playing down Frankie, blocker for them. Alright, they're doing the on play for Dawning as well. So they got the draw 2, the Trash Sanji to draw 2. One more on leader, pressuring 8k into life. Gotta take that one. We do get a Cammy, so back over to us, drawing to another 2k. We're at 10 Dawn now. Let's play Hodie. Let's rest both their characters. Take a life. Gives us another 2k. Not great. Let's go 5 into the Frankie with our leader. See if we can get some cards out of hand this turn. They have 6 in hand, so... Alright, so they're going to save Frankie. Use Jinbe. Let's go after the rested Luffy. Countered out of that. Let's use Hodie to go after rested Luffy. Counter out of that. Alright, so we did get some cards out of hand. We're going to deploy down our blocker. Fast turn. Can't really anything because we have too many cards in hand. We're going to play Usahachi, resting our blocker. So we got a couple counters. So 7 into 5 here. Using the effect to make their leader a 7k. So we'll give them a 2 and a 1. Another Frankie down for them. Using the on play to trash a card and draw 2. We have a little bit of counter in hand, not a lot. Play a Chopper blocker. Just kind of boarding up right now. We're going to go 6 with their Frankie. We're going to counter out. That way they can go 7. We can have to take that one. Did get another 2k though. Definitely not looking good for us here. So let's just pressure 8 into life. It is a 7k, so they have to counter. Alright, so we got the first hit off. They hit up blockers too, which is kind of weird. Alright, we're going to deploy down Hodie, replacing Shirahoshi. Just let's press those blockers out of the way. We still got to connect a few times, so Jinbe. Let's go 8 into 7 with Jinbe. Take that one. So we have Hodie. We have 2 Hodie swings of 8k each, but they only need a 1k to counter out of the hit. So 8 into 7. They countered that one. So that's actually just pressure this Luffy here. We got that one off the way. Alright, so they have just a couple blockers now. It's already our Jinbe and a Dawn. So we have a little bit. Oh, there comes Big Rush Luffy. That's we have a blocker still, which is good. Let's use that out of the way. Because they only got 2 Dawn to work with now. So 1 on Frankie going 6. We'll counter with 2. I think we actually be alright because we still have 4k worth of counter. So going another 6k with leader. Alright, counter out. And then they have Frankie if they want to swing at 5k. And we still have 2k worth of counter. So we'll be able to get out of the next. If Jinbe, or if they swing Frankie, we will be able to counter out. And we should be able to get him back. Alright, so Vagabond Drill. Let's use Shirahoshi. Gatlin. So Gatlin would allow us to rest one of their blockers down. Tiger kind of does that. We're just going to grab the Gatlin here. Let's use the Gatlin to rest down their Frankie. They just got to connect 2 hits, plus they'll get around their blocker. Alright, let's put 4 on Jinbe. Let's pressure 9k swing with leader. Because then we have 3 down left. We can put 1 on each of our Jinbe and our 2 Hody. They took that one. Alright, so let's go 9 again with Jinbe. They have to use their blocker. Yep. Alright, so let's go 9 with our Hody. They still got to give us 5k. So 7, 8, 9. One more. No, we got it. Good game. Here we have Jinbe versus Shirahoshi. Opponents choosing to go first. So they're going to get their Dawn, passing it over to us. 2 Dawn, we're going to play down our Shirahoshi Searcher, activating its ability. Let's grab Fisher Tiger. So end of the turn, we're going to ready a Shirahoshi and a Dawn, passing it back over to the opponent. Opponent just gets their Dawn, passing it back. Let's play down Cammy. We'll grab Big Bond Drill. Now we'll use Shirahoshi Search. Let's grab a 2k. Put 1 on our leader, pressure a 6k swing. They take that hit, and we'll just deploy down another Shirahoshi Searcher. Passing turn. We had too many cards in hand to ready anything. Alright, so they're going to play Medora. And then playing another Medora. 1 from leader effect, 1 just playing it out. Back over to us. We are sitting decent right now. We got a couple of Hodies. We have the Elephant Gatlin. So we're going to play the Gatlin. We're going to use the ability to rest one of their characters. And we'll put 2 on leader. We'll just pressure 7 into that 5. We get that one. And we'll use Shirahoshi to search. Elephant Gatlin. And then we'll grab Charlotte. Back on the opponent, they're going to get their Shikuri and KO-ing one of our Shirahoshis. Yoroko. And then pressuring 5. Give them that one off the Shirahoshi. That's fine. Play down another Shirahoshi, passing it over to us. Let's see. We're 8. We can go Hody if we want, or we can just pressure with Jinbe. So we're going to deploy down Jinbe. Let's rest down the Shirahoshi. Use Cammy to attack into it. So we get that off the field. Let's put 2 down on Jinbe and go 7 into the rested 5k. We get that one. We're going to give ourselves rush with Jinbe ability. Pressure 8 into 7. We're going to counter out. Alright, we're just past turn. Still too many cards in hand to ready anything. We're going to play down Charlet. A blocker for him. And I got another Shirahoshi. I'm going to use Shirahoshi now. Finding them a Jinbe for themselves, which is pretty good. Alright, and they played out Lord of the Coast. Freezing down our Jinbe, pressuring a 7k swing into Cammy. We have to give that to them. 10 to life. We're going to take that one. Back over to us. So our Jinbe is rested, unfortunately. But we are at 10 Dawn now. So we can play down Hody. That could rest down their 2 characters. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to play down Hody, rest down their 2 characters, take a life. So we have an 8k, and then we could put 3 on Jinbe if we want to. Let's put 2 on Jinbe, go 7. 7 into 5 seems good. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go 7 into their Lord of the Coast. We do get that one. And we'll just go 8 into the 7. That's they're going to counter out of. Alright, it's past turn. Too many cards in hand to ready with Jinbe. We got a lot of stuff, though. Alright, so we're going to use a Shirahoshi here, getting a Neptune. Playing down Neptune, using its on play to draw 2. And then they trash 1. So they're going to play down Chan Mage. It's a blocker for them. 1 on their big guy, going 8 into the Hody. We're going to counter out of this one. 2 on, going 10 into our Hody now. We misclicked here. That's only for leader only. Oh well, it's done. So we still got to get out of this. That's fine. 2 and a 1. Yeah, misplay there, but it was alright. So we draw Tashigi. So Vagabond Drill, the Gum Gum Elephant Gatlin. Use the Gatlin down to rest down one of their blockers. Use the other one to rest down their other blocker. Let's play Cammy, see if we can find something. But we can't grab Smoker, so we're going to grab a Jinbe. We've got 5 Dawn left. 1 on Hody. Let's make it 2. We'll go 10 into the 8. So they are going to counter out there. We'll use Jinbei's ability to allow Cammy to attack. Put some Dawn on a Cammy, and we'll go after their rested blocker there. We do get that. Yeah, 1 on Jinbei. Now we have a 6 into 6. We get that. And then an AK with Jinbei, it's going to the 7. We get that. And then we can ready stuff now. So they're going to play down their Jinbei, giving it like pseudo rush. 10 into our Hody. Yeah, let's use Mega Bond Drill. Counter out. They're going to put 2 on their big guy, going 10 into Hody. Good counter out again. And opponent scoops it up. Jinbei versus Blue Yellow Nami. We're going to go first. Just get our Dawn, pass it to the opponent. We're going to play down their 1-drop Law Blocker, attaching a Dawn to leader, passing it back to us. We're just going to go 5 into life here. Use their blocker. And then we're just going to play down our blocker. End of turn, we're just going to ready a Dawn. We're going to play down Ojiko, putting our blocker back to hand, replaying another 1-drop Law, going 6k into life. Let's counter out. And we're just going to rest the Nojiko. Our hand's not great by any means. We're going to deploy down our blocker, rest their Law, just pressure the Law. And we got that out of the way. Nothing else to really do, so we're just going to ready a Dawn. Alright, they're going to play down Cavendish, put 1 on leader, go 7k, or 2 on leader. Just going to counter out. Alright, over to us. We dread another 2k. Still hand is not good. So we have Aladdin and Fisher Tiger. Let's put down Fisher Tiger. Let's rest the Cavendish. Put 1 on our leader. We're just going to pressure 6 into the Cavendish. See if they got a 1k. Yep. Alright, so I counter out of that. And we're just going to ready a Dawn at the end of our turn. Just pass it back. Yeah, this wasn't a very good hand. We're just not really drawing into much. Alright, Cavendish is going in. 6 into life. Using its on play, or when attacking, draw 2 and trash 1. We're just going to counter out. Alright, they're going to use the, what is that? Gum Gum Red Rock, putting Tiger to the bottom of the deck, and then playing Hiyori, taking their top life, and replacing it with another card from hand. 5 into life with their leader. Going to counter. Alright, passing it back over to us. Just another 2k. Alright, so we're going to put 4 on Jinbei. I'm just going to pressure 9 to that Cavendish. See if they want to give up. Nope, we just got that one. That's good. We're going to play down the 5-6. Just so we have another big body. It was a 2k, but I'd rather have the 6k body. So like play down kid, trashed, and now the equipping going 7 using a blocker. Back over to us. So we draw Cammy. That's good. We can try to find something. There's a Jinbei, finally. So we're going to play down Jinbei. Use its activate main effect. We could rest down. Yeah, let's rest down Hiyori. Now we'll use his effect. So he has like pseudo rush. We'll put 3 on Jinbei. We're going to pressure 11 into the kid. See if they want to give up some counter out of hand, which looks like they're going to. Choose our leader, so we get the Hiyori out of the way. Just trying to do a little bit of board control. And we'll pressure 6 into life. They do take that hit, and we'll just pass turn, readying the Jinbei and a Dawn. Alright, they're going to play down Teach. They're using Teach's ability to attach a couple rested Dawn, pressuring a 7k swing into life. We have to take this, unfortunately. We do get a 2k Tashigi. Opponent gets a draw off of that, which is fine. Alright, then they're going to play down the Nami blocker, using its on play. Allows them to draw 3 and put 2 back on top. Alright, so I have 3 open Dawn. They're going to attach it to Kid and go 12 into life. We have to take that. Alright, we got Smoker. We can draw a card off of that. Alright, end of turn. Kid's ability is going to trigger, where they draw 1 and trash 1. Over to us. So we have Tiger, which can rest the blocker. We're going to play down Tashigi, though, just so we have another 7k body ready to go next turn. So we got 5. Let's use Tashigi's ability here just to ready a Dawn. And we're going to put 4 on our guy, go 10 into the 9, which isn't great. They have a blocker, so I didn't want to put all the Dawn on Jinbei. But they did use a blocker here. So we're going to put 2 on Jinbei. We're going to go 10 into 9, getting another 2k. See if they got it. No, so we got that off the field, which is great. Now we'll just go 5 into life. They do take that hit. And we're just ready Jinbei and a Dawn at the end of our turn. Alright, Big Mom. Do we trash the top life or trash 2 cards? I think we're just going to probably trash the life here, though. I really don't want to trash our cards. We don't really have money to go with. Yeah, trash the top. We lost a 2k out of it, but we had more counter in hand that we need to survive. So the opponent will be able to draw off of this. Alright, so they got their card draw. They're going to play down Kikanojo and then pressure 5 into life, which we do have the counter for that. Yeah, let's counter out. Alright, over to us. So we have Hody, which is good, but they don't really have any blockers, so we'll see. 3 on to Smoker. We're going to pressure a 10k into life. Alright, so banish the Kikanojo from life, which is great. They have 1 card left in life. We're going to deploy down Hody. Let's just rest some stuff, just so we have another rush body coming through. We're going to go 6k into life first. I took that one. I'm going to go 5. Nope, we got it. All right, cool. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.